Now I'd like to make this rubber button cover that goes here on the end that kind of helps keep the flashlight more or less waterproof. And I'm gonna I'm gonna try to do it as a revolve because it has kind of a curve in the middle of it, convex from the outside here. And so I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I'm gonna create a new part. Let me see how this is gonna work. I'm going to open up the barrel and turn on its origin for a bit. I kind of want to work on that plane there, going right through the middle of the part. So I'm going to create, we're going to call it switch cover, I think. And it's going to go onto that plane right there, going through the middle of the part. Now you've got a if you hit F5 or you go right click and you say slice, I guess it's F7, sorry, slice graphics, it should cut off everything that's sticking out through the front of it here. I guess it doesn't because we're not in that part. So yeah, here we go. We'll see how this works. This may not be a good strategy, but I was hoping it would. So I want to project some geometry. I want that edge and that edge because that's the part it goes through. Maybe that little edge right there. That little edge right there. That's the part the switch has to fit through. And again, I've got to figure out how much height I've got on the button. So I'm going to do a little bit of kind of by G and by golly measuring here. It looks like it has about a 40 thousandths dome in the center. So from there to there, this rises in the middle about 40 thousandths. So I'm going to put a line out here parallel. And dimension that distance to be 40. D is dimension, so from here to here. Okay, that kind of works. I'm going to offset that to the inside if it'll let me. Ooh, that's not going to work. Let's see here. I guess I'll just do another 3-point rectangle here to here. And what it wants to do is it wants to pick up that same center point and make them concentric, and I don't want that. What I want is whatever this distance is here, I want the same distance in the middle, so they're more or less parallel to each other. It'd be interesting to see if it'll let me put a parallel constraint on it. Make this parallel to this. I don't think you can make arcs parallel, unfortunately. I was hoping. How about equal? Make this arc equal to this arc. That works. Okay. So there I've got that profile kind of through the middle of it. And then it comes down some amount. It'd be nice to know what that distance is. So if I go to Tools and Distance, I should be able to pick up, there we go. It's 0.065. So I'm going to continue on here with some more lines. Looks like I got out of the sketch. That wasn't my intent. No, I didn't. Okay. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so it goes down this way somewhere. I'm going to get right straight on here so I can see what I'm doing. Goes down somewhere. we're going to say it's a total of 150. That's from here to here. And then it's going to go out some amount. I'm using the step feature to find that one. Probably not with any great precision. But again, it's pretty close to what I had on the screen. Now if I hit X for trim, I'm going to trim out that little segment right there so that this is all included, and I need a line through the center from here to here. It's critical that you get those green dots to light up or something so we know that we found it. There. Now we're going to revolve that and have our black rubber button, I hope. So revolve, our profile is, doesn't want to pick it up. There it is. Very good. There's the shape I was after. I'm going to revolve around all the way 360 degrees. Pick this end down here as my axes. And OK. And there I've got my button, I think. Oops, wrong way. Okay, now that's a black rubbery stuff, so black asphalt would probably look okay. I was going to see if they had anything in rubber. Yeah, they do. There's black rubber right there. So now this actually has a little texture on it. It's not a hatch, it's kind of a little button pattern. I don't think there's anything like that in there that I'm aware of. There's some stuff you can mess around in here. You could do, for example, you could tell it to make it out of stone. Understand that this is not applying the true property of rubber. It's simply coloring it, kind of like a painter would do. So you're not changing the physical properties. If we wanted to go through and model this flashlight, figure out exactly what it's going to weigh, just playing up here in the colors isn't going to get us there. We've got to go in and actually change it to have physical properties of rubber, and then if the computer knows the density approximately of the rubber we're using, that's still a little bit of a generalization. It'd be a lot more precise in terms of that, and we could actually find out what this part's going to weigh. Why would that matter? Well, imagine if you were sending this to space, you're designing a flashlight for astronauts to take up. It probably matters a lot. If you're making it for somebody to put in their glove box, probably not very much. Someone's going to have it in their pocket, yeah, it might kind of matter how heavy it gets. If you made all these pieces out of something super heavy like brass, it'd certainly weigh a lot more. They're made out of aluminum and stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to just go with that for the color. And now return, and I've got a button there in the back of my flashlight. It seems to me like my button should have stuck out a little further. I think I left out a little extra jog right in there. So I may go back in and modify that, but I'm not going to do it on the video.